The Canadian Premier League, or should I say La Première Ligue Canadienne, with some big news today, and that is that Laval will officially welcome a Canadian Premier League club in 2026. That's right, Quebec has arrived. Some details in the press release that included the ownership structure, the location, Stade Boreal, where the matches will be played, and tonight, that is Wednesday, the branding and other pertinent information will be unveiled in an event in Montreal. How excited are you, Alex, to have a brand new team for a brand new season?
Très excité.
There we go, my boy.
Gotta bring some in. But no, this is a huge opportunity, let's just say, for, I used to say, a province, a market, that really loves this sport and has made deep-rooted contributions to the sport. That is an absolute factory in terms of developing players. It's, felt just wrong, I guess, to this point. It's felt like there's always been a bit of a hole in the CPL, not having a team in this province. So to now have this club starting in Laval next year, it's super exciting. It's going to provide a lot of opportunity, I think, for players that you've seen it. They've had to really either you go CF Montreal locally, which to be fair has provided a lot of footballing opportunities for young Quebecois, but there's so many that it's not enough. You see, that many of them are littered across the CPL, for example, which is why the CPL itself has been great for Quebec soccer in the sense that it's given a lot of these guys opportunities, but this is going to be a whole new step. I saw this morning, of course, Rocco Placentino, who's going to be involved with the club. He was doing an interview with La Presse in Quebec. They do a great job covering the sport. And one of the things that stands out right away is he's like, I want to have this be a Quebecois team. And what he means by that is also the 11 he's putting out are Quebecois and the bench and all that. And usually you laugh because that's kind of something you hear a lot of. Remember when the Whitecaps wanted to be the Athletic Bilbao of Canada? But when Placentino says it, you're kind of like, yeah, you're probably right, because you can make a good 11 of Quebecois players across the league. You can make a bunch that should probably be in the league and aren't. And I have no doubts that they will be able to really sway people, because this is going to be a special project for the players and first and foremost, and most importantly, for the fans. I think the fans are itching for more soccer in Quebec. We've seen, the Montreal Roses who are going to play in the same stadium kind of show there's appetite for more soccer within this Montreal region itself. So super excited.
Je suis désolé, but I'll start brushing up on that.
That's right, Duolingo.
I think what's really exciting about this one, beyond just obviously finally filling in that gap, like Alex said, is that it happens kind of so organically, it feels like, in terms of where this team has come from and the roots of it, because it feels like it's come very much out of CS Saint Laurent and what they've been able to accomplish over the past few years. And I think that's a pretty cool thing to see for the future of the league, is clubs who do so well in various different aspects at the semi-professional level being able to step up to the Canadian Premier League in terms of the leadership that's stepping up, in terms of some of the players that you'd imagine will be stepping up as well. So, obviously they've had Moise Bombito and Ismail Kone come through in recent years, that club. And I think that definitely starts to pose the question in your minds, what if we could offer the full pathway to the professional game rather than having kind of that ceiling of Ligue 1 Quebec is the highest that you can go to through our pathway. And then also competing in Ligue 1 Quebec and ultimately in the Canadian Championship. And obviously, as we all remember, beating Halifax, I think that puts the question in your mind as well. Why can't we potentially compete at this level full time, especially when some of our players are making that jump to the pro level with other CPL clubs? So it just feels like something that very naturally has happened and should have happened. And it's great to see another club in the Montreal area that has, these strong roots already, I think, in the local community and the game there.
Well, we wait for everyone's favorite alliteration whenever there is a new club announced. That's kits, colors, and crest, all in due time, of course. And please, gentlemen, allow me to make this bold proclamation without understanding anything further than that there will be a club in Laval. Laval will make the playoffs in the CPL in 2026.
They got the talent.